Drill 1. Kick, arms by your side. The aim of this drill is to find the best body position to allow the swimmers to kick from the hips with minimum knee bend. Always maintain a strong leg kick with the toes bubbling on the surface. The head position should remain still with the eyes looking up and slightly towards the feet. If the head is too far back at this point, they will struggle to remain connected and strong through their core. Something to look out for is the swimmer's ribs flaring out of the water and the hips then dropping. When adding the rotational element, keep the shoulders down and rotate from the hips first, then the shoulders, maintaining the same head and body position.
Tibialis anterior smash. With this exercise, the swimmer should place the foam roller towards the top end of the lower leg. The foam roller should then run along the length of the muscle belly, and this muscle is found towards the outside of the lower leg. Thunderbolt pose 1. The swimmer is to place a bolster along the front of the joint line of the ankle. This will reduce the intensity from the stretch and remove pressure from the front of the ankle joint. The swimmer is to sit back onto the heels. This will increase the stretch. The swimmer must ensure that the feet are pointing directly back. The toes should not be pointing towards each other. Seated cervical rotation. In a seated position, the swimmer must adopt a neutral spine. The swimmer must then tuck in the chin. This will encourage a cervical neutral position. The swimmer is then to rotate the head through to full end range. From this side view, you can see the swimmer sitting into a spinal neutral position. The swimmer then adopts a slight chin tuck before beginning the rotation of the head. Prone scap set. With this exercise, the swimmer must firstly bring their feet together, then setting their hips into a neutral position, followed by the shoulders being set back and down. This is scapular neutral. Once this position is set, the hands can be raised from the floor. Dead bugs. The swimmer must firstly set their lower back into a neutral position. This can be seen by the swimmer pushing their lower back towards the floor. The arms and legs are then lowered simultaneously to the floor in an alternate fashion. The swimmer must keep their lower back in contact with the floor throughout the exercise. If the swimmer is not able to maintain their lower back to the floor, this exercise must be regressed. Glute bridge. The swimmer's feet are drawn towards their glutes and are set hip width apart. The lower back is set into a neutral position and is pushed towards the floor. This neutral position must be maintained throughout the movement. The swimmer should focus on placing their weight through their heels as they raise and lower their hips.